Right, my friends, in today's vlog we have got a treat for you. Actually, it's a treat for me. Well, it's a treat for you as well if you are into English fish and chips. Now, you would think that English fish and chips, we would be in England somewhere, maybe Yorkshire or London, but no, we're actually in New York City in the West Village, and we're going to head over to a place called Assault and Battery, which is a proper English fish and chip shop, once owned by a Londoner. I don't know whether things have changed now post COVID and lockdown, etc. A lot of things have changed around here actually. There's a lot of places that have closed down.
They're not quite as good as they used to be.
They're not. So we're gonna head over there shortly, mark them out of 10 and see whether it's a proper English fish and chip shop, and see whether it lives up to the standards of places like Yorkshire. Well, we'll find that out. The place that we're going to actually in the West Village was once going to be called Little England, and I believe Richard Branson, when he headed up at Virgin Atlantic Airlines, he pushed for it to be called Little England. It never actually went through, and the reason being is because right next door to it there's also a place called Tea and Sympathy, where you can go and have a proper cup of tea and a scone or a scone or whatever you want to call it, and you can get lots of English produce there as well. There's also a place around the corner called Myers of Keswick as well, which does a lot of English produce.
I got all my Christmas food from there. I used to when I was in the city.
There you go. So basically everything around this place is based around England, and I love the West Village. It really is a nice place. In fact, I'd say it's probably my favourite part of New York City, and fish and chips being my favourite. Looking forward to this one. So Assault and Battery, a proper English fish and chip shop right here in New York City in Manhattan, and we're going to head there now. We're going to mark it out of 10. You guys are going to mark it out of 10 on looks alone. If you know me, you know I've done plenty of fish and chip reviews, so we are well experienced in this. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and click that little bell for notifications down there of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, so here we are at Assault and Battery, a proper English fish and chip shop right here in the West Village in New York City. We're going to head in there, we're going to have fish and chips, we're going to have the mushy peas, we're going to have the curry sauce. I think because we've done so much eating, we may just share one.
Yeah, I managed to split it with you because I'm still full from yesterday, I think.
Yeah, and he's from Yorkshire and he's tight, he don't want to pay. So, I'm just kidding, I'm going to get... To all the Yorkshire people as well, I'm just kidding, obviously. Sorry about that, yeah. Just got to watch his eyes. Anyway, we're going to head in there now and we're going to get the fish and chips. We're going to mark it out of 10. You're going to mark it out of 10 as well on looks alone. I've said it before, I know you can't taste it, I know you can't smell it, but you get the idea and you get the gist. The crisp of the batter, the from my mouth, or the ooh.
You do know there's a problem here though.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, you're grading all these fish and chip vlogs when you're sitting in your Porsche eating off the dashboard. So you may have to go and borrow a Porsche to do that, to really give it the full effect.
I'd rather just eat inside here. There's a nice little eating area. I have been here before, I have to say, and it was a couple of years ago, maybe three. Maybe
I've never
3
been here.
years
Never
ago.
been here.
You've never been here, so it will be
Even though I live in
interesting.
the city, it's been here for a long time.
Being a Yorkshireman, I mean, I have to say, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Yorkshire make the best fish and chips in the world. Can these guys in America, with their English fish and chip shop, live up to Yorkshire fish and chips? Well, we're about to find out.
Hope so.
Come on, onwards. Right, okay, so Martin's actually changed his mind because he can smell the goodness in here. Are you going to have a haddock, did he say?
No, I'm a Yorkshireman, I'm going to have cod. It's cod's
Yorkshire, nah, that's wrong, because Yorkshire has haddock.
No, well, not this Yorkshire.
He's saying Yorkshire has cod, but Yorkshire has haddock. Comments down below, comments down. He's saying no. I'm saying Yorkshire have haddock. I know, I live there now. You've not been there for years. It's haddock. Anyway, you're having cod. He's having cod, I'm going to have haddock. We're just going to have a chips. One chips, that's enough between us, and we're also going to have a curry sauce and some mushy peas. So I'm looking forward to this, really am. Okay, so I've placed the order. We've actually even got, I thought it was a London accent, but it's a guy behind here and he's got a Bedford accent. Can you tell him your accent?
Yeah, hey, what's happening, guys? I'm from Bedford, England. Sort of like near London, if anyone knows whereabouts where it is, but yeah, man.
Now then, one question. Is this the best fish and chip shop in America?
Oh, easily the best, yeah.
It's
No doubt about it, man.
Proper.
Yeah, proper fish and chips.
Proper. Looking forward to this, and we've also got 2 tins of Tizer as well, because Tizer's great.
I've got your chair for you, Lee, you know, because you get a bit wobbly in restaurants at times.
Thanks for that, Martin. Yeah, I think I'll take a stool. See you guys in a minute. Right, okay, so it came to a total, including tip, of $51.26. I know a lot of you keep saying, put the receipts on. I do film the menus, so you kind of can work it out with what we've had anyway, but I put a copy of the receipt on. Here it is. Here's a copy of the receipt. I haven't put the tip bit on the bottom because I've got my signature on there, and obviously I didn't want to show everybody my signature so they can forge my signature. In fact, I don't even know my signature, to be honest. It's a scribble.
I signed for that breakfast.
Yeah, you signed for my breakfast. Anyway, looking forward to this. It smells good. Proper fish and chip shop. Proper geezer behind there from Bedford as well. Kind of London. He's a southerner. Yeah, looking forward to it. Ooh, Tizer. Tizer.
I've forgotten how tart this stuff
I've not
is.
had this for 8.55p. Look. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
It's a little tart.
I'll see you in a minute. Right, guys. So here we got the 2 fish. You've got the cod. I've got the haddock. We've got the chips. We've got the curry sauce. And we've got the mushy peas. And we've also got some tartar sauce in there, which apparently he says is another level. So take a closer look at this. Right, okay, so we're going to steal a chip there. We're going to cut into the fish, show you the what the fish is like inside and the batter, etc. Martin's going to cut into it first.
I'll get that mine a bit of salt.
Right, so that's Martin's. Now I'm going to cut into mine. Mine's the haddock, yours was the cod. So take a closer look at this. Right, okay, we're going to dig into these. I'm going to be quick because we've got music playing as well, so and we don't want to take up the seating. Going to go straight in for the old mushy peas first. Not too fluorescent. You can't see these from outer space, which is always a good sign. Peas are good, actually. Peas are very good. Now then we're going to go in for the curry sauce. Now, I'm a bit of a curry sauce connoisseur, and I've had this before. Yeah, that's good. That is how I remember it. That's really good. Going to go in for a chip. Okay. There's the fish. I'm going to eat these and then come back to you. It's a bit noisy in here, so we'll eat them, come back to you, and we'll do the roundup outside. So see you guys in a minute. That is under. No. Right, well,
Wow.
I have to say, let me just say, New York have basically killed the English fish and chip shop. That place used to be my go-to fish and chip shop years ago. Look back, at the end of this video, I'll put a link to the one that I did when I first went there about, wow, it's windy, about 3 years ago, I think it was, and it was a great fish and chip shop. It was the best fish and chip shop in New York. And post-lockdown, it's just absolutely...
I've not eaten there before, and at the Yorkshire you have no worry, let me tell you right now. Don't even worry. Oh my God. The fish wasn't cooked enough. The batter was soggy. And before anybody says I put a lot of vinegar on my batter, I didn't put that much if it was good batter. They didn't cook it long enough.
The peas were nice.
They were, yeah.
The peas were nice.
And you said you liked the curry, but
curry
that's
sauce is nice.
Because you probably never tasted. You can get cans of Patek's, not jars of Patek's curry here. You know, if I want to do a cheap Indian, I'll buy the curry sauce and throw some chicken in it and cook it up. They just got it out of a jar. It's no attempt at anything.
It was not good.
The chips.
The chips were terrible. The chips were soggy. They were thin, too thinly cooked. The fish was undercooked. The batter was undercooked. It possibly one of the worst fish and chips I've had, I have to say.
It's tough to find good fish and chips in New York. Some of the kind of English and Irish
but it
pubs
was
do
good.
it.
It was good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Look back at the video after this one. I will put it on the end of this one. Look back at it and look at the difference in the fish and chips back then to now. Something's not right.
So today we've basically had a nice slice of rye bread, which I thought was good, but you don't like rye, and some nice peas.
Yeah.
I think
terrible.
I think that's his name. I think we're going to be starving to death if we don't find a decent restaurant soon.
It says, bless her, it says life is a banquet, and not here it isn't.
Not right now. Wow.
No, terrible fish and chips. Basically, I'm sorry, New York have killed the English fish and chip shop. Terrible. Absolutely. They should hang their head in shame. What have they done? I was really looking forward to that.
Well, I've never heard bad things about the place, but I don't know.
Assault and battery.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we got, assaulted and battered in there today.
And they're expensive.
Yeah,
There was
not cheap.
It was not cheap at all. Steer clear, another tourist trap. No, if you want fish and chips, you basically for a few quid more. If you go there like once a week, you can get a flight ticket to England for that.
Yeah, there you go.
And get a flight to Leeds Bradford and go and get some fish and chips. That's all from me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm starving. Subscribe.
I don't know. At least I ate more than you because I was hungry. You couldn't even eat them.
I couldn't eat it. They were diabolical, awful. So anyway, and click that little bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next one. God, that was bloody awful. Absolutely awful. Start, we didn't mark it. We didn't mark it. Do you know what? I was that disgusted we didn't mark it. I'm going to go 0.3 for the peas. That's it.
The peas were good.
But yeah, $50 odd for peas.
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah.
0.3, terrible.
I don't know.
Is it down there?
You know, I think places should get at least a 1 just because they exist. I think. And
I don't
place
think
it just exists.
There's a gentleman just walked by, an English guy who's lived here 15 years, and he just had some chips and he went, no, gone downhill, terrible. He gave, what did he want more?
He said a 2.
He said a 2.
But he was
yeah.
a nice guy, we're not.
Terrible. There you go, there's your score, 0.3 and what? 0.
I say I gave it a 1 because it's in existence. And there's not many places you can get fish and chips, but that's probably because they're all closing down.
You won't go back?
Oh, no, never.
Terrible. Anyway, there you go, goodbye.
Battery?
Yeah, we've got a Salton battery down there. One point, Richard Branson actually wanted to call it Little England, but it didn't go through because they've got a Salton battery, they've got Tea and Sympathy, which is an English tea room, and also English tea and... For God's sake, do you know what? Every time I film, some makes a noise.